All right, hello YouTube. It's been a while, but we are back into another account review. Today we're doing an account review or help with Annihilatress. Hope I said your name right. Level 47. He sent me a message on Discord. He's been hanging out in the stream. He said that his goals were, let me pull this up real quick. He says that which of his champions would be the best speed farmer. He says Elaine is a glass cannon. She dies real quick whenever doing farming, so he wants to find a better speed farmer. So we're gonna take a look to see what he should do there, give him some opinions on whether he even needs one right now. Second is how can I get above Spider's 10 in auto mode to get a banner, artifacts for my champions. So first off, looking in Spiders, I did look in this account a little bit earlier, and it looks like you're already to the point where you get banners. Now I want to jump in here. So I really want to help the players when they send me the stuff like the 2 points. I want to focus on those. But to be honest, I think we can make some few changes. I'll look into your account a little bit earlier, and I think switching your focus a little bit on your goals may actually help you in progressing. So I'm going to assume this account is not a free-to-play account. It may be. I mean, you got 2 shards. Let's see how many days you've played. Let's check the basic stuff first. So, okay, never mind. It's most likely it probably is free-to-play. So you're on day 90. Well, not day 90. You're going on day 85. So you're day 84 right now. Let's see where your Great Hall is at. Your Great Hall is looking kind of different. So spreading out your Great Hall like this is definitely not efficient. Annihilate, definitely, I would strongly recommend against ever doing this. So if you're a new player, don't do this. You really want to focus on one thing specifically. I mean, a lot of times, so you do have to get the 3 attack percent for the challenges and the missions. That's a given. But when you focus on like the accuracy one, I mean, it's going to cost 150 to get upgraded to the next one. You honestly should be in silver at this point. So your account, we definitely need to get this focused on getting you up higher in the arena. Great Hall helps out a lot. I was looking inside your account, and for one, you had a lot of champions in the vault, which I took them out for now. But Frozen Banshee, I mean, she's a Magic Affinity champion, so stacking up the accuracy would really help her in progressing in the clan boss. But what I want to do with your account right now is I want to, well, one, show you the farming stuff. So your day 85, I guess I said, and you have not completed hard campaign yet, which I'm not really sure why. Maybe you were doing it and thinking that you weren't able to complete it. But I was actually trying some matches myself on your account, and you can do this perfectly fine on auto. So I would want, like, let me jump in here and show you real quick. So throw Elaine and Jizzo in here. If Jizzo dies, then we'll just switch it up. But I'm pretty sure you should be fine. Your Elaine does not have full masteries, which I would really, really like to see her get full masteries, because right now, not having your tier 6 mastery, not necessarily even on Elaine, you really need, since she's your only 6-star champion that I've seen, you really, really need masteries on your 6-star champion. Like, it's so important. I mean, because on clan boss, your damage is going to increase significantly. At least 1,000,000 damage is going to be coming from just Elaine by herself. Lifesteal is going to be so much better for you. So you 100% want to get Elaine's masteries done. You can either do that by spending the 800 gems or farming Minotaur. In my opinion, it's probably going to be best for you to spend the 800 gems. Since you probably are free to play. So like I said, we got 3 stars there. Since you probably are free to play, we want to focus on getting some of the missions done. Moving through Brutal. Once you get here, you'll have 740. So you'll have 800 gems in no time at all. You don't have too much more to do here. I really think you can do a lot of Brutal. So you've completed Brutal campaign almost, but you've dropped off. I'm not for sure what's going on here. So I really think you should focus on what I want you to do whenever you get back in your account is to go through this campaign. Take only 2 champions. Take your starter and somebody else. You could even take somebody to level. But you have to get 3 stars in this campaign. I mean, it's going to help you out so much, it's hard to explain. So you want to get 800 gems. I'm going to check out your Elaine real quick because I don't think you've invested too much in a Minotaur. And since she's your only 6-star champion, I'm going to check if you got any other people close to 6 stars, because at this point in the game, you may be able to swap, but I'll look at that in just 1 second and let you know my opinions on that. All right, so we got 3 stars on that mission. Definitely easy. That campaign level, super easy. So you're super, super close to getting this done. Go ahead and get these gems. I believe there's another tier of gems pretty soon, and you should be able to blow through this all pretty easily. Let me go through the stage that I think you may have trouble on. So some of these you may have some difficulties on. If you go through this fine, you should be pretty much golden. You should be able to go through everything without a problem. I mean, you got a level 50. And on my other account that I've been working on my stream lately, I got a level 50 Elaine, and she almost goes through this by herself. So, not having the masteries shouldn't hold you back. You should be able to go through this all with 2 champions. And it's going to give you a sacred shard. I mean, you already have 2 right now. You may want to look into pulling them. I mean, you have some good epics, but you don't really have any like standout champion right now. It's like, hey, this champion is a star. He's going to be on every single one of your teams. I mean, Frozen Banshee is really good. I want to jump in and do the clan boss for you because I think that's going to be somewhere where you need some assistance. And I want to check dragons. So dragons is where you're going to get good gear. I don't personally, I don't really think a speed farmer is crucial for you right now. 3 stars, awesome. So yeah, definitely you got this 1,000 energy. You should be running that down with 3-starring all of this, getting the sacred shard here, and then trying to go through and 3-star all of this. Now, let's take a look at Elaine real quick. So your masteries for her so far, you don't really have very much invested. So spending those 800 gems to get it fully done is not a bad idea. Now, let's see what you have as far as a farmer, since we're in here and we can talk about this a little bit right now. The current speed farmers I believe you have would be Saurus and Shield Guard. Both of these champions are capable of speed farming. I mean, let's take a look at them real quick and I'll show you why I say that. So I believe he has a attacks all enemies on his A2, fills a turn meter. So assumingly, I guess he hits it twice. I've seen a lot of people use him as a speed farmer. I personally do not, but I've seen that he can do it pretty well. And now Saurus is awesome. I mean, his A1, if you get him scaled up to attack and do enough damage, he'll kill the waves in 1 hit. I can actually probably show you this. Let me give you an example real quick. Let's go to normal campaign. Let's just do stage 1. Should be fine. I'll just throw Saurus in here, and he should one-shot these waves and kind of give you an idea of like when you get his gear scaled up later on, which he's not fast enough. We need to put a little bit more speed on apparently, but he one-shots them. So you'd have a speed farmer right there. Now, obviously, we need to get some speed boots on him because he's not even going faster than the waves. I think you need like 101 speed to get him going faster than the waves. Saurus, very low speed. So we need to get some speed boots on him for sure. And then you could have him as your speed farmer, but that involves taking him to 60. Now, about your current team, I don't think a 6-star speed farmer should be your next option. Elaine is perfectly fine for campaign farmer, not bad whatsoever. Now, as far as buying masteries on someone, when I'm looking inside your account right now, I'm believing that Elaine may be a pretty solid option. I mean, if you had like Kale or something, then definitely he'd be a solid option. I took Elaine full masteries on my other account. Didn't regret it, but better yet, I think you should pull your sacred shards soon. I mean, you maybe should have done it during a champion chase event, and then see who you get from here. You may want to take a champion up. You have a lot of ancient shards. I guess you're probably saving these for a 2x event, but I don't think you have so many champions right now to focus on that it would hurt you to pull some shards. So that's up to you. But I typically tell people, if you don't have a lot of champions to work on, go ahead and pull your shards. Now, so we talked about a little bit about your speed farmer. You can take Saurus up if you want, and he could be a speed farmer. I think he's your best option right now. Shield Guard, already leveled up. I believe he can be a speed farmer as well. No, Saurus is definitely faster. So, but you could have a better one sit in one of these shards. You could have a Fellhound sit in the Void shards. But with campaign farmer, early in the game, what I like to tell people to focus on is not necessarily speeding up your farms, but instead progressing through the game content. Now, you're saying you want to do spiders and get to the point of doing spiders stage 10. Well, spiders is a little bit of a weird dungeon, so you need a few champions to really do good in spiders. Specifically, people like Soulbound Bower helps out a lot. Coldheart with max HP, Royal Guard, Ultimate Gaelic, anybody who can apply HP burn to the entire team helps out a lot in spiders. Now, granted, low levels of spiders, up until I guess between, I don't know if it's 10 or stage 13, somewhere around here, spiders like switches. And it goes from you being able to AoE everything and kill it easy, no problem, to you have to focus on the big spider and like either control the small spiders, burn the small spiders. It completely switches. Because right now you're able to one-shot the spiderlings with your AoE abilities, but later on you're not able to do that as much. So, with that said, I don't think spiders should necessarily be your focus right here. You do have a team that can almost auto it. If you take up people like so Eris, let me see exactly what she does. So she has this. If she kills an enemy, the speed buff, which isn't bad. Counterattack. None of these are bad. But I 100% think you should take take her, most likely take her out. You 100% want to get Apothecary leveled up. Apothecary is a absolutely amazing champion everywhere in the game, so you 100% need to be using him in your dungeon teams, just everywhere. You take him up, get him to 5-star, get him to even 6-star, he's going to be an amazing champion. I think if you invest some time into War Maiden, her AoE is going to really help you out on spiders as well. Looking at your other champions, I don't see anybody that really stands out to me like, yeah, you got this champion, super good for spiders. Now, when it comes to like Apothecary, should be somebody you should be investing time into right now. I've seen your books, so let's go back into your booking area, and you got quite a few rare books. And I seen Frozen Banshee was not fully booked. This is something we're going to fix right here. I'm going to show you how much damage she's going to do. I'm going to switch her books. I'm going to switch her gear. It's not going to use a ton of your resources, but I'm going to show you how much she can actually do. This is going to help you out in dragons, which is where I believe you should actually be focusing on, because if you look through your champions, I mean, the jewelry helps, but the jewelry is not as good as having good gear. I mean, jewelry really kicks in whenever you start getting 6-star champions and get banners. I know you're saying you want banners, and banners are definitely nice to have, but when you don't have very many 6-star champions anyways, there's not really much reason to have a bunch of banners, you know? So I think you really need to work on your dragons team, personally. Your spiders team, if you add some more AoE champions, you should be able to get to this stage 10. You don't currently have the amount of AoE champions to do it on auto, I don't believe, which these 2 stages you get banners from. So they're perfect. I mean, granted, you do get 4 to 5-star here, but I really don't think banners is what's holding you back from progressing in the game. I believe what you really want to do is try to get to Spider stage or Dragon stage 13. This is where you're going to move from the gear you're at to like much better. I mean, your gear is pretty solid as it is, but Dragon by far is going to be the thing you're farming the most of anything else. Your campaign should be a big focus as well, because your campaign's lacking. But outside of that, Dragon is where you really want to focus. You got a pretty good Dragon team, it looks like. So I'm not really sure why it's not progressed much further. Let's go ahead and jump in here and see how this goes. I'll see if we can make some changes. Frozen Banshee may not be surviving, which is the thing I'm kind of worried about. Because if Frozen Banshee survives until the dragon, she should do a ton of damage and just destroy him. But she may not be surviving. If she doesn't, we can likely like swap Shaman in for somebody else to give the res for Frozen Banshee. But we'll see. We definitely, I need to go book Frozen Banshee after this and change her gear as well. Because Frozen Banshee, you have her in lifesteal gear, but Frozen Banshee doesn't really hit. Like her individual hits, like you'll see right here in just a few seconds, I don't believe they're anything crazy. Her damage comes from poisons, and poisons do not give you lifesteal. They don't give you health back. So lifesteal gear on Frozen Banshee isn't really optimizing her for the best. Now granted, whenever you get to level 60 and get her fully mastered, that might be a different story, possibly, because at that point, you'll actually be getting a chance to get War Master procs, meaning you'll get 60,000 hits, 60,000 damage hits against the clan boss, which will fully heal her. So that's a different conversation to have later on down the road. I think it's going to be really good to have somebody who can clear the debuffs here. That's always good. Spirit Host works good for that. Doom Priest, but you don't have Doom Priest. You can definitely beat this dragon. Let's we'll make some changes and we'll get you I'll try to get you to stage 13 of dragon. So let me see how this plays out, and then we'll jump in. I'll make some changes to Frozen Banshee, get her booked up, and we'll enter dragon again and see how it goes. All right, so I went ahead and got in here into Frozen Banshee and went ahead and fully booked her out. So you're going to see some massive changes here. But what I want to do is show you her gear before I go in and change her gear, and then what it looks like after and why I'm making these changes. So first off, your boots are pointless. Like, you shouldn't have these boots on Frozen Banshee. If you have speed boots of lifesteal, that's better. But we're going to make some changes, and I'm going to show you how much better she can actually be. Actually, you have plus 12 speed boots, so maybe we just throw these on her and makes her significantly better. But I'm going to go through here and see what kind of gear changes we can make, if anything needs to happen, and I'll be back in here in just a few seconds and show you her new gear layout, if anything at all. So catch you guys in just a second. Alright, so we're back in here. Didn't really make much changes to your Frozen Banshee. I meant to put some speed boots on there. I did not put those speed boots. This is what we really need. This is going to be a massive help. So right now her speed is 115. It was going to jump it up to 141. So I may actually upgrade these to 16. They're 5-star speed boots, which is pretty solid. We didn't change much of the gear down here. You have some speed gear that we could change, but I want to go ahead and show you just what this little bit of speed increase could do. I did switch her chest. It was attack, just flat attack stat. We put HP %. Your gloves are pretty solid and they have good accuracy, so I wasn't too worried about changing them. I do think you could possibly get some speed gear on her that could do very well for you, but for now, this gear should be significantly better. Now, I am going to upgrade some of your trinkets or your jewelry. I did when I first got into your account, you did not have a ring or a necklace equipped to Frozen Banshee, so I did go ahead and put a ring and a necklace on her, makes her a little bit better. We'll do this, and then I want to jump into your Apothecary and show you what you can do with him, because I'm going to go ahead and book him out. Apothecary is an absolutely amazing champion, and I really believe that you can actually use him in spiders. I use him in spiders on my max level account. I also use Armiger, which he's actually probably somebody you want to look into taking up. I see you have him at 5-star already. I assume you're probably going to use him as food, but you may want to look into using him. I mean, Armiger is extremely good for turn meter reduction, and you don't really have any like standout turn meter reduction champion that I see. So your Banshee is really good up to like a almost hard clan boss, I believe. I believe hard takes 100. I'm not 100% sure on that. But let's jump down here into Apothecary. I'm going to go ahead and take him up to level 30 for you. You have a lot of brews. There's no better time than now to use them because we have the champion training event going on. So I'm going to go ahead and take him up to 30. I'm going to show you what he can do just at level 30, okay? I'm going to open up some of your mystery shards, just take some level 1s. Try to keep you as efficient as possible here. I don't want to use some stuff we don't have to. I'd rather not waste a whole brew getting up 1 level. So you're going to have some extra champions in here. Do what you want with them. But there we go. All right, sweet. So we're going to ascend him. Getting him ascended is going to help him out with the his turn meter speed boost, I believe. Let me show you real quick. So getting him ascended is going to help with this. Instead of just placing the increased speed, it's going to be increased speed plus turn meter increase, which is extremely good. I did gear your Apothecary for you because I seen he was naked. We don't want a naked Apothecary. Naked Apothecary is no good for anybody. So I did put some gear on him. This gear is really going to help you out. I'm going to explain everything as to why I put the certain pieces on him. This is going to help him out quite a bit. Definitely want to take Apothecary up all the way. The big things we're looking for here is the speed boost and a cooldown reduction here. So if we can get those two, we don't have to worry about booking anything else out, but you really don't have anything else better to use your rare books on. Literally, Apothecary and Frozen Banshee are both in-game champions that your rare books are 100% worth putting on. So we literally used every single book we needed. Took all the books. We didn't get lucky with that. See, last cooldown reduction there. Perfect. That's not a big deal, though. And I'll try them out in spiders for you as well. Now, with Apothecary, we really want him to be fast. We want him to be extremely fast. This is going to help him everywhere. With that said, I put crit rate gloves because something that kind of shines with Apothecary is the fact that his heal can be critical. So this can help out a lot. So I definitely got some crit rate gloves on him with some speed substat. Got speed substat on the weapon. I got speed substat on the shield, speed boots, and then anywhere it's not speed, I try to get crit rate a little bit extra, HP percent. I want him to be not only like sturdy, survive a while, but also very fast. So I'm gonna go through and upgrade everything, and then we're gonna jump right back into dragons, and I'm gonna show you the new team for dragons that should help you just blow right through it, no problem. So just give me a few seconds, guys. With the power of the internet, we'll be back in just a few moments. Power of editing. All right. With power of editing, we're back. With your Apothecary, we got his gear leveled up. Got him taken up to about 178 speed. I went ahead and gone up here and took Frozen Banshee's boots to level 16. In case you didn't know this, the upgrade from 15 to 16 massively increases your stats. So we really want her to go fast. Now, with that said, you're getting low on silver. I'm glad you earned a little extra silver before I did this video because that gear upgrade for Frozen Banshee was rough, dude. It was pretty rough. Now, let me show you on dragons what I was talking about, the new team we're going to try running. So first off, we're going to take out Eris, I believe. I'm going to take out a few of these champions. And I'll put them back in, possibly. So go to filter by rank. Let's find out where Apothecary's at. Come here, dude. Put him in the lead because he gives an extra 21% defense in dungeons, which is going to help our survivability. Now, since Apothecary is so low, we're going to bring in Shaman because she'll at least give a res if we need it. So let's go in here and see how this works out. So you see Apothecary starts off with a speed boost, a lane everyone's hitting pretty fast. Now, if they actually get to hit on Apothecary, they're going to do some damage to him. Like, I don't doubt that whatsoever. But he's there for that speed boost, and it should help. Get him to 4-star. It's going to be so much better. Shaman's res should keep him up pretty well. If it doesn't, we may have to switch him out until you can get him to 4-star, level 40, 5-star. Once you get him to that point, he's going to survive much better. Right now, he's going to be very squishy. If he doesn't work as a support, we can put Eris back in there, some speed boost. I would really like to get a Haikatoon would even work, but your Haikatoon's pretty low level as well. Apothecary is better because of his heal, but if he doesn't live long enough to get his heal off, it doesn't really help anybody whatsoever. So we're gonna, as long as Shaman brings him back at the end, we should be able to take the dragon down here. To be honest, I mean, your Frozen Banshee's going very fast now. We'll see how this plays out. I mean, it should go good. Frozen Banshee going fast, moving through, lower cooldown, should apply our poisons even better. I think she has a 100% chance basically. Definitely, I'm excited to see how much more damage you do against the clan boss. That's going to be something you're going to really like to see. Now, she should do the Frozen Blight thing here again. Yeah, so Frostbite, whatever it's called, she applies poison sensitivity again. I mean, I'm sure you know she cannot apply poisons if that ability is not up. So that is a massive help for you right there. And against the dragon, she's probably going to have close to the top damage. I mean, AoE damage dealers are probably going to have the most, but as far as like actual damage against the dragon, Frozen Banshee's going to have a lot. Now, whether we can get this down or not, I'm not for sure. Maybe we can switch out and see if we can get Eris or something like that in here. We'll try another run. That may help, because she does have a speed boost as well. But so I'm going to try that. Apothecary may be a little too low right now to use. Now, same thing with spiders. We just need some champions leveled up. Some champions like War Maiden could even help. War Maiden, their AoE. Spiders, you're not quite ready. I don't think this should really be your focus. But getting Apothecary, I do think Apothecary should be your next champion that you bring up in levels. You have a lot of 5-star champions, and I really think Apothecary should be in that mix. He's going to be a massive help for you. But there is something I do want to show you. So, the final thing I kind of want to touch on is the damage against the clan boss. So, on your easy key, did you hit the easy key? I don't believe you did. You definitely want to try to get the key on both clan boss. I mean, you can do easy and then get the 1.1 million damage, no problem. Get 2 chests whenever we kill it there. But on normal, it looks like you did about 1.2 million damage or so. But I want to show you a team that I would use that should greatly help you out against the clan boss. So you don't need this many poisoners, especially with Frozen Banshee. It's just not necessary. You may not even need this, to be honest. Now, Apothecary is going to be weird here. Apothecary would be a huge help if he actually survived. I don't think he's actually going to survive, though. So I might throw her in as a support. We kind of want somebody to keep some heals up, but you don't really have any super good support champions leveled up. I mean, you have a few good support champions. You have Mother Superior down here. You have several. I'm just worried that Apothecary dies pretty easily against this clan boss. We do need a speed booster, though, and it looks like the only option for that is Eris. This is in dungeons, so we'll just throw Eris in here. See how this works. Apothecary definitely can find a spot in this team. I almost think let's take Outlaw Monk out, because Frozen Banshee should be going fast enough that you don't actually need Outlaw Monk for the poison. So let's see how this works, guys. So you want to use Elaine for her 15% HP. So the goal here to beat is 1.2 million damage, I guess. Yeah, so 100% I believe we can do that. I would like to see Frozen Banshee going faster than what she is right now, but we're limited by the turn meter increases, so not a huge deal, but we'd really like to see her going faster. So we get some more poison. We got 2 right now. If we could get Frozen Banshee moving faster, she would definitely be applying a lot more poisons. I would like for her to go. The turn meter right now just then was pretty weird. She applied that right before the clan boss had his turn. So her speed, if it was just a hair faster, that would have been perfect. Applying the Frost Blight directly after the clan boss does his hit. Now this may be a better one. She should get like 4 poisons up this time at one point. Yeah. Then he hits, and Frozen Banshee goes again, gets some more poisons. He's taking a lot of damage. Once you get Elaine up, get her Masteries done, there's gonna be so much damage there. We're about halfway to your goal. Shaman's going down. I was wanting her in here for the res, so she may not serve her purpose. If she doesn't serve her purpose, then we just need to get her out. We don't need her. We'll see. See how everything's going. But Frozen Banshee alone, I think just that fix with her, getting her fully booked out, is a massive help. And just that speed increase as well helps out a decent amount. As you can see, she doesn't apply any poisons whatsoever whenever she doesn't have this poison sensitivity up. Which could be another issue whenever you're running your other team. You had a lot of poisoners, but with that, you may have been running out of space and not able to apply the poison sensitivity. I don't think that was the issue. I think that your team was probably just dying pretty quick, but that could be a possible issue. Now, with this team, I believe if you take Eris, we won't want to get her out of here and get Apothecary in replace of Eris, this team will literally go from probably 2 million to probably 4 million plus damage, because I believe we're going to reach about the 2 million damage. Apothecary, though, with his constant speed buffs, plus his heals, plus everything in general, just how good Apothecary is, will be a massive help for you against the clan boss. And then Elaine's Masteries would take you at least another 1 million damage against the clan boss. So we're right about 2 million damage. So we beat your, okay, so 1.94. We'll just say it's 2 million. Frozen Banshee does a massive chunk of that damage. Frozen Banshee alone, just from the gear changes and the book changes, did as much damage as your 1 key last time did. So now so technically right now you could be, I guess, 2 keying normal, which is great. So use 2 keys here, 1 key on easy, not bad whatsoever. So your clan boss team, some adjustments. So to summarize all of that, I know we jumped around a lot of different things. I just want to give a quick overview as to exactly what we did and what you should be focusing on now. So what I did was I adjusted the gear on Frozen Banshee. I fully booked her up. I adjusted the gear on Apothecary, leveled him to 30, skilled him up, fully booked him up as well. Did not touch too much of the gear on these other champions. These champions, I don't see anything necessarily terrible with them. Jizzo could probably use speed boots. 9 times out of 10, you want speed boots on your champions. We could use a defense % chest piece on this as well. So definitely some changes here that could be made on your Jizzo as well. Let's see if we got a quick defense % chest piece we could throw on him. It's going to help out so much. It doesn't. Okay, so you do have a defense % right here you could throw on him, which would definitely be better. Do you got any speed boots we could throw? Those would help out as well. So get speed boots, defense % chest, and then these gloves. They're pretty good. It's not a big deal. Everything else is solid. Now, as far as what you should be working on moving forward, you definitely want to get your Great Hall focused on one thing specifically, preferably accuracy. It's going to help you with not having to focus as much like on getting the banners to actually apply the poisons and stuff. Your dungeons, you said you want to focus on spiders. I don't believe you're quite there just yet. I think you should be focusing more on dragons at this point, and to do so, the #1 champion you're going to be using for those is Apothecary. So Apothecary should be your next 6-star champion in my opinion. I think he's going to be a very solid option. He gets significantly more survivability. I think he gets a speed boost as well. So right now he has base speed of 101. Whenever he gets taken to 60, I believe that jumps up to like 108 or something. 106. So he gets a few extra points of speed, which definitely helps out. So you want to get Apothecary, taken up to 6-star, level 60. Next champion should be your focus. You want to get through the hard campaign. You want to get this Sacred Shard. You want to get through Brutal campaign. Unlock these. I would really like to see you buy your Masteries on either Elaine. If you're struggling getting through Brutal, buy your Masteries on Elaine. She'll go through it no problem. If you want to wait, buy them on Apothecary. Works out perfectly well. Also, just stop in the stream, dude. I can help you out with as far as how to gear him up and everything, or how to get his Masteries. We can touch on it more. If you have any questions, Annihilatress, definitely reach out to me on Discord. Hopefully all this went well for you. Hopefully this kind of gives you some more guidance on your account, where you should be going, how to progress better. But like I said, if you have any questions, dude, definitely reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to help. For anybody else watching this video, hopefully this helps you out with your accounts and kind of gives you an idea of what I look at when I go into an account, and possibly you could relate to it as well. Now, if you want to watch the stream, I'm live every day except for Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern time. Definitely join the Discord. I'll leave a link to the Discord in the description below. If you're a beginner and you're looking for a clan, actually Annihilate is in this clan as well. If you're looking for a clan, go ahead and join it. It's TOBX. If you're curious as to like which clan, because we're moving on to new clans, join the Discord. We'll have new clans posted there. Just say, hey, do you got any spots? And I'll get you in a clan as soon as possible. So hope you enjoy this video, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It definitely helps out. But other than that, hope you all have a great day. Hopefully this video was valuable to you, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.